Hey sassies, thanks for joining me. How y'all doing? Happy to see you. Today I'm going to do a video that has been on my mind for about a couple of months. And then I saw Angie's video. Angie also goes by 50 Cents. I saw her video and it reminded me to do my empties, my perfume empties. So, warning, this is not your average empties. You're not gonna see your average run-of-the-mill, YouTube popular, YouTube infamous, YouTube famous fragrances. You'll see one or two, but you'll see my empties. That's in my real collection, the collection I love. And if you're interested, let's get to it. So hi guys, here are Sassy's empties. I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna start with my oldest empty. This is Chanel number 5. Yep, this is Chanel number 5, guys. It is an old refillable canister, as you see. And if I have anything to do with it, I won't get rid of it. Let's look at the juice. The cap just comes off. This is back in the days when I sold perfumes. I had a business. It was called Jet Mystique. And I actually sold perfume. This was so long ago. This was decades long ago, you guys. But this is what it looks like. And I'm including this with my empties because this is so old. I sprayed some on my daughter this past weekend and she said, "Mom, who wouldn't like this? Who wouldn't love this?" Chanel number 5 Eau de Parfum, 1.7 milliliter. I'm going to check, and that's what I've been meaning to do, to check to see if I could get another one of these to refill it. Most likely I won't be able to because it's been repackaged. I just love this. I felt so special. And yeah, this is Chanel number 5. One of my beloved fragrances. I love it so much. Like I said, and it still smells good. My daughter goes, "Who wouldn't want it?" It's an aldehydic, woodsy, in your face fragrance that's also powdery. I love it. It helped train my nose. I know a lot of people here on YouTube, they don't fancy this one. They think it smells like old lady. I don't play with that definition. I don't even play with the adjective old lady and all that, because back in the day when I was growing up, any of the elder women smelled like perfection. And I was wearing this real tough back when I was in my mid-20s. And this is not my first bottle. It's not my only bottle. I also had it in a different version. I had a couple of bottles, and I'll show you in just one second when I show this other perfume by Chanel, the typical bottle it came in back then. And I was on like 2-3 bottles of that. Then got my hand on this. I do think this is my last packaging of it. I may be wrong because I may have replaced it and just never found the refill. So that's that one. This is so much fun. I knew it would be. Chanel number 19. This is what I was referring to just a second ago. I would also get my Chanel number 5 in this. This is another refill, you guys. This is a refill. Now, again, these have been repackaged. but you would stand a better chance of finding Chanel number 5 in a package like this back in the 80s and 90s when I was buying it. This one is totally empty. I'm saving it for the memories and the keepsake. I do need to get my hands on another. I don't even know. I might not replace the 19. I liked Chanel number 19, but unlike the Chanel number 5, which I forgot to say that I'm definitely going to put that back in my collection. I may even use up that juice or let my daughter use up what's left of that Chanel number 5 because, like I said, she loved it. She's 20. So this is Chanel number 19. It's definitely an empty, but I'm keeping these packages just to keep them. And just looking, trying to go in some kind of my oldest and that type of thing. This is Michael Jordan's fragrance. I know I bought this back in 1996. And I think this is the second bottle. The first bottle I used up and then decided to get another one, or I found another one. This one this one may not be that old. It may be like 5 years old or so, because I do believe this is my second bottle. Oh, I'm sorry. And I got this probably in one of those like TJ Maxx, Marshalls type of stores, Burlington or something, and snatched it up and then again used it up. So I know this is my second bottle at least. 1.7, and it was just named after Michael Jordan. It was unisex. What happened with this one when it first came out back in like 1996, Oprah did an interview with Michael about his fragrance, or else I believe it was, an interview. And she was saying, I have it on now. I love it. And I was like, okay, so women can wear it. The notes, I already looked up the notes. The top notes in that Michael Jordan fragrance: cypress, grapefruit, lemon, cognac. I love the cognac note in a fragrance, y'all. Cedar needles, that would be something I would love. Geranium, Brazilian rosewood, mid notes: juniper berries, fir, incense, lavender, green tea, sage, cloves, sandalwood, patchouli, and musk. So all those ingredients, those are ingredients I love. So yeah, I really enjoy wearing that. And I want to touch on one thing with all these past 3 that I mentioned. I definitely got compliments. Like I said, people on the YouTube, I can't believe I said the YouTube. I wanted to say this YouTube world. They are always hating on Chanel number 5. And not to differentiate or put anybody down or whatever, because I want you to love what you love, hate what you hate, dislike what you dislike, because I'm going to do the same, and we can all be in the same community together, just knowing that we're different. But like I said, for a fragrance that gets so much not loved, that's not as loved, I'm not understanding it, because whenever I would wear it, I would get tons of compliments. Men just loves it. Now can't remember if I got too many compliments on Chanel 19 or not. But the Michael Jordan, oh my goodness, I got so many compliments from men when I would be wearing this, men and women. But for some reason, men just liked it. And when they would find out what it was, they were like, what? Yeah, that's what it is. So, will not be replacing, I don't think, even though I love it. With my collection, I don't know how often I will wear it. And I have other things that, like woodsy and oud fragrances. So I'm keeping this as a sentimental situation, just sentimental bottle. But as far as me repurchasing it, no. But if you would like it, I have seen it in Burlington, Marshalls. Not so much TJ and Marshalls anymore, but I have seen it in Burlington. So that's that. So that's just some Diet Mountain Dew. So let's keep it moving. This fragrance is a newer bottle. It's not it's been empty for a long time. I want to always own this. If you've watched my videos, you often hear me refer to loving me some Fendi. As far as I know, this may be Fendi's first perfume. They have different ones now. I want to get this one that they have out in a round bottle that looks like a tortoise, looks like a turtle shell or tortoise shell or something. But this one, I love it. Still, it's always still some juice in these bottles. I just love this. I don't know. I just fell so in love with this Fendi. It was different. It wasn't, I wasn't walking around smelling like a flower. I like different scents. I think I always say that. I love different fragrances. And I wasn't walking around smelling like everyone else. This would garner compliments. And it was just always so mysterious. You had to have self-confidence to wear this. Let me show it against my white shirt so you can really see. And you can see the Fendi logo. I love this bad fella. It's been empty maybe now for, let's say a couple of years, because this is probably my third or fourth bottle. I bought my first bottle in the late 80s. I love it. I'm loving it. And I think that's why now, as you could tell, there's a pattern. I love scents, fragrances, perfumes that have a personality. I don't just go for the, oh, I like this, but if you notice, you like it because it smells just like something else or another 2, 3 something else's that you may have. We all do that. But let me just look up the notes to this one right quick. Some of them I'm not going over the notes, but this one I do want to share the notes. I might not even be able to find the original. There we go. Fendi original perfume. I might not, you guys, because they don't sell it anymore. Oh, it came up logo instead of perfume. There we go. They have one used on Macari for $85. I don't think so. eBay has one for $140. This is a 1.7 ounce. It is an eau de toilette. So yeah. What notes? Okay, Fendi includes top notes of bergamot, aldehydes, and rosewood. A heart of rose. It has geranium, jasmine, tuberose, orris, carnation. That's what I like, that tuberose. Base of cedarwood, patchouli, sandalwood, moss, musk, amber, vanilla, and benzoin. To me, it's that base of cedarwood with that patchouli and sandalwood. A lot of times you don't find cedarwood and sandalwood, moss, musk, and the aldehydes. The only reason they aren't using aldehydes in a lot of fragrances now, aldehydes are not cheap. So I love this one. And this is the fourth one of the four. They all had sillage. They all had even long-lasting power. Child, that's why it's a little hard sometimes for me these days to fall in love. I do, let me stop lying. I do fall in love. This is an oldie but a goodie. And it's a recent purchase. When I say recent, last 2-3 years, I picked this up at one of the TJ Maxx, Marshalls, something like that. It's Casual by, I want to say Paul Harris or something. I don't know. Let me look it up. But this one, this one just was everything to me. When I first smelled Casual, I think I lost my mind. I really do, you guys. It's a clean fragrance. Paul Sebastian. It's by Paul Sebastian. It's a really clean fragrance. And this is a fine perfume spray. Long lasting, sillage for days. And it actually lasts for a while. Now, I know a lot of mine I would carry with me, but these all lasted pretty good. Last most of the day, 6-7 hours, then maybe you would top up. Top notes are lily of the valley, y'all. Jasmine, rose, and citruses. I love this one. And as you can see, this is over the years, I probably have gone through about 5 of these. Because your girl didn't, years ago, I kept a good enough size collection, but my collection probably remained in the 15 and under bottles, something like that. I wanted to make sure I would use them. I only bought what I absolutely adored. And then you would go to the department store. You would go to your Macy's, or me in Chicago, Marshall Fields, stores like that, like Saks, your Nordstroms, and you would smell these perfumes. You would get them in your magazines. You would get samples when you would buy other fragrances. So that's how you experienced it or smelled it on someone and, hey, what you wearing? Now with YouTube, of course, you can grow a more, a bigger collection because you're experiencing and hearing about more. So social media has done that too to me. So we've gone through 5. Let me pick another one. This will be repurchased. This will always be in my collection. I found out about this again back in the 80s. Bijan for women. I love this. The Bijan for men is the bomb too. And this one is I typically only buy eau de parfums. So I bet this is what this is. It tells me on the bottom it came in a gift set. This was just also love at first smell. We were wearing sweater dresses. We were wearing leather skirts. We were just silk blouses to work. This was, and still is, to me, this always has to stay in my fragrance. I have the travel spray upstairs, and that is, I'm going to try to use that up before I repurchase this. I can still find this on my fragrance net, sites, etc. I love this. Bijan. let's go with, this one. Clinique Cali. That's what I call it. Calyx. But I like to call it Cali. That's what I heard the woman in the store I know I was in Oak Park Mall. I had just gotten a bonus from my job in Chicago. It was like 4 figures for Christmas. What can I say? So at our holiday party, to me, it was a Christmas party. I even think the owners of the law firm, one was Irish Catholic, one was Jewish, and from what I remember, it was a Christmas party. I even was Merry Christmas and hugging even the partner that was Jewish. Back then, nobody, it wasn't the end of the world. This was in the early 90s. A friend wore this. She smelled so divine that what is that? What you got on? Took it out of her purse and showed me. She says, by Clinique Cali. So I went that evening after the party, after the get together, and bought my own bottle, which this is not that bottle, you guys. I bought this 2-3 years ago from Ulta. Ulta still sells it. I'm definitely going to get another bottle. It's practically gone. I've been savoring it, but I love this one. It smells like melons, fruits, and it smells so creamy. I love this. So Clinique Cali, Calyx. Let me have some more of my Mountain Dew. This is such a fun video to do. Thank you so much, Ange. I'm like, hate to come off like a copycatter, but here in YouTube, we don't call it that. They're like tag videos, basically. But I had really meant, there's a fragrance in here that's empty, that I emptied about a month or so ago. And that's what struck me to do it. I'm not going to get to that one yet, though. Since I'm going with oldies but goodies, Pheromone. It's not even gone. I'm savoring this as well. But it's so close to empty, I decided I would include it. This is probably a 1.7. I love this. I'm sure it's full of aldehydes too. Just like the name, Pheromone smells a little different on everyone. It smells beautiful. I'm gonna tell you a little story about this one in 1 second. I'm looking down at my iPad. It's by, I normally have her name right on the top of my head. But anyway, you can still buy it. And I'm trying not to say you guys. I'm not an ummer. So you couldn't tell it by this video, but your girl is not a I don't know what's going on. I got a lot on my mind. Anytime. Oh, I was wondering why there were only men coming up. Okay. This is, and anyway, sorry about the silence. Marilyn Miglin is the nose behind this. And all I'm trying to do is find out the notes in it, y'all. Okay, it says it's unique but timeless, which it is. it's got, there were, take a sip every time I say, a noisy sip. Take a sip. The top notes are green. It has spices, rosemary, lotus, palm leaf, and mint. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, ylang ylang, iris, and rose. And the base notes are woodsy notes, vodka, sandalwood, patchouli, and oak moss. It does say that it changes and evolves over time on you. And I agree. This is a lovely fragrance. In several years ago, I went to visit my mom. I had already purchased this. At that point, it was recently re-upped on this. And I had a lotion, a powder, some kind of bath. I had the shower gel. I had the lotion, which was a like a bronzer type of thing. And I think of the powder. I think I've thrown that powder away. But went to visit my mom in Chicago, had my daughter with me. My mom is very prissy as well. And she comes in, it was early in the morning, had her shower, had on this beautiful caftan type of thing, got on her little stepper, and all I kept smelling was this beautiful fragrance. It was beautiful. And I smelled and smelled, and I'm like, you have on pheromone? Yes. And I told her, wow, that was one of my newly purchased fragrances. I had worn it back when and decided to buy it again. I think this will always be in my collection. It's a compliment magnet. People have followed me around to get this. Now, no one on YouTube that I've seen is here in the 2022, even 2015, 2010, talking about pheromone. Pheromone is a compliment getter. It just smells so luxurious, and men go crazy. You will be noticed in a room. You can tell by the faces as they're approaching to just, you smell lovely. What is that you have on? So, it's not always about the fragrance costing $400 or $500, $300. It's not always about, the biggest hype on YouTube. Child, Pheromone by Marilyn Miglin. Some nowadays would probably, it smells old, why? Because your grandma wore it, your mom wore it. That's not a reason to say something smells. But say what you want to say. Like I said, I know I'm getting compliments when I wear it. I know that it's lovely. I don't myself like smelling like everyone else. This changes up on you. I can detect it on someone, but it's not the exact same. Anyway, I love it. Let's see. Let's go with my girl, Nikki. I have a previous video where I think Nikki may have been my sin of the day or something. So this is Majesty. It's the exotic edition. It's an eau de parfum. It is the 3.4 ounce. And in my prior video, I said I had a backup. I don't have a backup. I have another one of her fragrances. Pink Friday, that hasn't ever been opened. It's in a box. When I bought it, I knew it was Pink Friday. I guess I thought this was Pink Friday. Don't ask me. She has a bunch of fragrances. They all smell good, but Majesty smells the most feminine, the most This doesn't even smell like a celebrity fragrance. Ever since my daughter even smelled it as a little girl, now she's 20, she made sure she has the body mist. She has this, Nikki has on a different bustier. My bottle is a limited edition. So if you get it and get your bottle, she'll probably have on a different bustier unless you buy it used on Amazon or something. But this is just glory in a bottle. It's feminine. It's sassy. I ain't gonna even, compliments all day long. And people don't believe when I say, oh, it's a Nicki Minaj. What? It is. I love, 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 love this, y'all. Get your own nose on it. That's all I got to say. Then I have, my son bought me this Bulgari Parfum. This is the first fragrance that he actually, and this is a 50? Yeah, that doesn't look like. It's either a 50 mil or a 30 mil, y'all. But this is something he picked out. He said, Mom, I went up there in the store in Saks or one of the stores, and I said, what smells good? And he says, everybody told him to get this. And I have treasured and loved this. He bought this for me years ago. And I love me some Bulgari Parfum. It's just, it's a lady, a sophisticated, classy lady. It's not just all floral either. Whenever you see me looking like this, I'm looking at my pad, you guys. And this is one that I have to actually type in the name. Other things come up. Here it is. Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. It's bottled a little differently now, looks like. No, it's not. I keep my little fingers. I need my nails back because when I don't have my nails, my fingers are just doing whatever it wants to do. So the notes, violet, raspberry, carnation, peach. I smell that peach, the orange blossom, the heliotrope, Egyptian, jasmine, lily of the valley. I must love this lily of the valley, y'all. Vanilla, amber, benzoin, musk. It's just lovely. And I'm finding out I'm not a big floral girl other than rose and this lily of the valley. I'm not like just garden type of person. My scents have to have some type of musk, and some woody notes. And I just fall in love. He made a good choice. Whoever helped him, they did good. And this I will definitely replace. Okay, we're winding down. For real, y'all, we only have 4 left. I'm going to pause and tell y'all my scent of the day, though. I'm going to tell y'all. My scent of the day is Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. This is the Eau de Parfum, of course. I typically only get Eau de Parfums. This is a 3.3 fluid ounces. or really 3.4. Some 100 millimeters say 3.4, and some say this says 3.3. So this is just lovely. I love the suede box. I love the gold lettering. This is my second bottle. A good friend of mine, her mom bought me a bottle. There was the original formulation. That was back in like 1998 or 9. I had bought my house in Missouri. So it's about like 1999, 1998. So the original formulation was in 1995. Since then, they came out with another formulation in 2012. And then I think after that, but it still smells like marshmallow, raspberry heaven. It's got orange blossom in it too. I just love it. It's just so cozy. So this is my scent of the day. So that was a little commercial. Not sponsored though. So La Vie Belle. I'm almost done. I had help with this one though. So I'm including the ones that are almost done, as you notice. But I had help with this little beautiful organza necktie wearing baby doll. But I love it. La Vie Belle will always be in my collection. And this came way before a lot of these. 3.4 ounce Ezra by Abercrombie and Fitch. This is another gift from my son. However, I picked this out myself. I believe this was $100. Abercrombie and Fitch, Ezra, Eau de Parfum. It was like $80, $100, something like that. He had given me a gift card and I was able to pick this out myself online. That's my dog snoring. Yeah, this one is so good. When I go online, I can't find it. I've had this for about like 8-9 years, y'all. And I've just been babying it. But I wanted to include Ezra, him, in this collection. It's just so, it makes me happy. It's a happy fragrance. So I don't think you can buy, they have other scents, but not Ezra. So we're down to 2. And I'm gonna do this one first. I haven't had this but a little over a year or so. I think I got it right in the 2020, maybe a little before. So she's getting an honorable mention because she's almost gone. So I'm not gonna get another one until I get down really low, but I need another one. Just like with this one, I mean, that's low enough pretty much to start trying to get another one. This just has a little in it. I had help with this one too. And the helper is going to get her own bottle. We're not gonna go over the notes. This is very popular. It's Jean Paul Gaultier's La Belle. Have I been saying the names? Yeah, I have. I just wasn't, because like I said, it's so popular. I hold it up and figured everybody knew. But I love this so much. The next one though will be the Intense. I think I'm going to jump and get the La Belle Intense. I also want the Classique. So this is the one that when I emptied her, I said, you need to do an empties video, not knowing all of these would be starring. But this is Pure Poison, Dior's Pure Poison, a gift from my daughter a couple of birthdays ago. And pretty much empty, y'all. Pretty much empty. I'm going, it's lovely. I'm not going to rush and replace it, although I'm sure it will pop up in my collection again. The reason, though, is I really want the original green bottle Poison. So I want the original Poison that came out in the late 80s, or that's when I knew about it. That's what I want. So, and I'm sure I'll get this one again. Yeah. So, thanks for joining. This was fun. I think it's always fun to know that, you know, perfume costs money, y'all. And we're just out here, a lot of people are just out here, just if they hear about a perfume, they buy it. And I just have always been the type, I want to love it. I want to use it up. I really do. I want to be loving them, using them up. Wanting to cry if they're discontinued. This is my baby, y'all. This is my baby, but I'm not going some of those routes so far. I'm gonna wait. I think probably I'm gonna see if Fragrance Net or Fragrance By somebody may have this. Plus, I want that one that it's in a glass bottle, yes, but the indentations, the way it is Fendi, and it looks like the back of a tortoise shell. So thanks for hanging out with me. I have some more that I'm trying to go through. I'll never really, my goal is not to have a vast collection, but I think I'm already at like 50-ish. And that's about enough, but I have so much on my wish list. That's another video though, y'all. So, we've been going on and on. Talk to y'all later. I love y'all, sassies. Please comment. I answer every comment. I want to know you're out there. That'll motivate me to keep bringing content. And I'm real busy right now, but I'm trying to keep coming at y'all. What else? Comment, subscribe, share. It means a lot to me. Thank you, Ange, for doing this video. And I'm going to leave her video below. She goes by 50 Cents UK or something. She's adorable. And see y'all later. Love y'all, sassies. Peace.